And so I ended up getting some special bottles for us. On the Natural Crown has our name in there. You know that purple bag. When you get that purple bag, you know exactly what's in it. So it's going to be personalized. Each person will have also a personal note from me in each one of those envelopes. I'm very humbled by just making the Hall of Fame. Everybody feels that way, but this group is the most special group ever.
Unofficially, his career sack count is 78, but ask anyone in New York, Klecko was a certified commodity. Non-factors. In perhaps his finest season of 2009, Rivas recorded 6 interceptions, including 1 return for a score, topped the league with 31 passes defense, and led the Jets' #1 defense to the AFC Championship game. He started all 16 games as a rookie in 2005, and the following year, Ware recorded the first of 7 straight seasons with double-digit sacks. Started every game in his first 10 seasons, and he never missed a snap. Because of that consistency and his dominant play, Thomas was named to every Pro Bowl during his first 10 seasons, joining Hall of Famers Merlin Olsen, Mel Renfro, Barry Sanders, and Lawrence Taylor as he feared. His preparedness and hustle put him in the right place at the right time to make plays. A 5th-round draft pick by the Dolphins in 1996, Thomas made an immediate impact on the team. The versatile linebacker made 3 interceptions, including a pick 6, and was named AFC Defensive Rookie of the Year. During his 12 seasons in Miami and 1 in Dallas, Thomas recorded 20.5 sacks, 17 interceptions, with 4 returned for touchdowns. He was named All-Pro, first or second team 7 times, and made 7 Pro Bowls. Thomas was named to the NFL's All-Decade Team of the 2000s.
Here he is, Zach Thomas. Marcus and Zach, you guys got 1 year playing together, right, with the Dallas Cowboys. What was it like, first off, you as a younger player, just being in the league, knowing that this established veteran is leaving Miami to come, be in your meeting rooms, play behind you on the line of scrimmage. So you answer first, and then Zach, what was it like knowing you were coming to a team and seeing him just embarking on his Hall of Fame career?
Well, when I heard that Zach was first coming, to the team, I was like, man, I'm playing with one of the best linebackers ever, right? That's what I put to the team. And then as we got to know each other in the locker room, outside, family, you coming to, my son's birthday parties, I'm like, this is one of the coolest dudes I've ever seen, I've ever met. And we've had a brotherhood every single time, ever since Zach has left. We still talk. And he was one of those guys that showed me how to be professional. He brought something that no other player brought to the team, which was an edge of professionalism. And I can sit here and tell you, Zach, in the meeting rooms, the way you carried yourself, the way you put your pads on, the way you had thousands of tackles in practice, you did the same thing on the field. There was nothing that was more than 100%. Everything that you did was 100%, and it taught me how to be 100 with whatever I did. Because
You're gonna make Zach cry again.
I can sit right here and tell Zach that when he came, just the epitome of who he was as a person. Because when I first saw Zach, you see Zach, you saw on the videos, he looks the size of everybody else because he's making so many plays. But then when you walk up and he walks up to you and you see him, you're like, he's a really small guy. Short trips? I'm serious. And then, no, serious. And then I saw him play. I saw him make every play. And I'm like, you know what? To be honest with you, not to be frank, but size doesn't matter. It's how you play. It's just amazing.
Hey, well, I really appreciate that respect, man. And I'll say this: I didn't make the Hall of Fame in Dallas in that 1 year, you know.
But you helped me.
Because this guy made all the plays in front of me. You know, I'll tell you about DeMarcus. Like, you get here mostly with defensive ends with sacks, you know, but this guy was even better against the run game. It was crazy how you would throw a guy like Joe Thomas size around like a rag doll and just toss him and talk about, it's what I love about DeMarcus is he's a great teammate and super nice. He's not putting on a show. This is him. He'll be like, what's crazy, and then he gets in this monster mode in the game. Like, oh, where did this DeMarcus come from? And then he can just turn it off. A lot of guys can't just turn that switch off. This guy can. But what I like best about it, I don't care if you're a Hall of Famer, but nobody will respect you if you're not a great teammate. And this guy was the best teammate that I've played with. And I'm glad to be part of this team.
Should be.
Yes.
You know what? I'll probably go with Dwight Freeman.
Yeah. Okay. He's coming up.
The reason why I say Dwight Freeman, because each person who's in the hall has a characteristic who has made the NFL crest. They've done something that only that one person can do. And when you talk about a guy who was small, he was really fast, but created something that everybody wanted to do, which was, for me, that pass rush was that spin move. And a terror. And when you have a guy like, to me, Dwight Freeman, as I watched him in college, and him create really a whole new move that somebody else can't even do, and do it to a point to where everybody wants to do it, and every kid, so on and so forth. I think he's worthy of, getting into the Hall of Fame, but there's also so many other guys that are out there that are amazing too. And that's the hard part. There's levels to it, and it's a challenge.
Well, I'm going to stay with the Dolphins. You go all the way back to Bob Kuechenberg, Mark Clayton. But I would really like it that was really good, and he's just a humble guy. And Joe will tell you, I'm sure he saw some old film on him, was Richmond Webb. Cheer for guys like that because he's great for the game. He protected Marino's back the whole time, his whole career. Real kind of quiet, but